where we are, just standing. And I'm going to start standing in parallel. I am going to be having hand weights in a little bit, so if you're wondering, yes. And we're just going to let ourselves sort of just rock on our feet a little. Just let them wake up a little bit. And just see what it feels like to put a little pressure through there. And then Franny, you're sitting. If you can, you want to get as much comfortable range of motion as is allowed. So if you're allowed to do any, are you allowed to do any? Yeah, okay. So then you want to really work on that and watch out, because sometimes with a shin, ankle, foot injury, we do this. We actually lift the foot by lifting the quad. So make sure that there's a little downward pressure in the foot. And that goes for all of us. When we come up on the tips of our toes, I want you to push the ground away. Like if you really were trying to push a hole through the ground with the ball of your foot. It's a little different than if you're just trying to raise your heels. Can you feel the difference? Yeah, right? So then you activate ground reactive forces a little more than if you just right? Good, all right. And then we're gonna play with that. We do this in our Pilates class sometimes. We roll to the outside of our feet, roll up along the outside, and then into the big toe, and then slowly bring it down. And then outside of feet, up to the big toe, get to the center. Oh, get to the center, Mona. See if you can still push away the ground and then come back down. So we're building a little ankle strength and resilience through. You made it home, Hillary. Hello. Do you guys recognize Hillary? Is that really her? Hi. I know, everyone's like, really? Is that Hillary? You muted yourself so we can't hear you. Everybody else, bring your feet down. Now just take a nice breath in. Exhale, wrap your heels around the back of you, pushing the ground away with both the heel and the forefoot. Good. Inhale, release and expand. Exhale, gather it up. There you go, good. Inhale, release and expand. Good, one more time with those feet. So remember what you just did with them. Tie it together. Yes, and you should feel that little lift up through the base of your pelvic floor. Some of you will notice it more through the front. Some of you will feel the posterior side. Just depends on you. Good, one more time. All right, and then let's add some arms as we inhale, release. Exhale, gather it all back in. Good, inhale, release. Exhale, press through the earth, gather it back in. Good, and two more. Inhale, release. Exhale. That's it. Active feet. Remember what you just did with that other drill. Good. And last one. There you go. Good. All right. Let's take the arm up. Make a nice windmill, pressing down the front arm. Good. And then other side. Press. Rotate. Good. So Hillary, which side did you break your rib on? That's the left side. Okay. It's all fine? Okay. That's it. And one more. All the way around. Good. And I got to get this side too. Good. Very nice. Yes? Loose. Did you get a little rotation through here? Oh, I know. Yes. Marcia's like, yes. Super. Good. All right, so then I want to have you just take your arms forward. We're going to shrug forward, pull them back. And I'm going to come a little closer because I want you to be able to look at my shoulders. Here's me shrugging upward instead of forward. Can you see that? Here's me shrugging forward. You see how they come, they don't come up toward my head, right? So when you're letting them move, let them just move forward and backwards. Yeah. Can you do that? Just that nice little bit. Some of us are going to feel like when we go back, it won't go that far, right? Because we're used to only pinching them back. So what we're trying to do by keeping the arms forward is letting the shoulders stay flat on your back as we do that motion, right? Just forward and back. And some of you then will notice, oh, if I'm really doing that, then I need a little bit of my abs on. If I have ground reactive forces, right? Those feet pushing the ground away, then it becomes even more solid against your back. So it's not a pinch. I'm not trying to pinch back here. I just want your arm to go, keep the arm forward and move in the shoulder socket. A clunk when you move. Yes, move the shoulder blades, but feel them as more of a flattening motion than a pinching motion. Yeah, and it could be, so on that side to me, it looks like your elbow is leading the motion more than the upper arm. So chin is feeling a clinky clunk, not unusual, especially for those of us over 40. But the tendons and the muscles literally get stuck on all the different pieces you have in here, right? And so they're not maybe necessarily moving smoothly. Why is that so loud? Okay, so let's take those arms now, and we're gonna bring them forward again. This time we're sitting in a squat. So nice and easy, just warming up the legs a little more, pressing back. Now come up on tiptoe, can you? Good, sit back down. Good, and then back up, coming up on tiptoe. That's it. So now feeling the shoulder blades maybe moving a little further, but hopefully now they're sitting flat on your back as they move further. You've seen people's scapula wing out. We don't want that winging out. That means it's an unstable shoulder joint. That's it, good. Okay, now remember what we did, and what we did earlier about coming to the outside and then make sure you end up on the inside of that tippy toe. Can you make sure you're doing that here too when you come up? That's it, all the way to the center. Good, and one more. And up. Good, nice, okay. We're gonna do a little standing balance. So taking your, don't wanna burn you out, just enough to get you aware. So you've got left foot on right. Your left hip is poking out to the side. Drive down like you're gonna come up on tiptoe, like we practiced. And then come back down. So you're not going to come up on tiptoe, but remember that sensation of coming up on tiptoe by pushing the ground away versus lifting your heels up. Do you remember that? Okay, so those of you who came in a little minute later and might have missed that, there is a difference in how you coordinate your intention. So let it be that downward motion, and that should be easier to get this lift and this lift. Yeah. Good, Franny. I see you in your chair. Super, yep. You really press down. Good. Good. All right, very nice. And then we're just gonna hold it for a moment. We're not even gonna do the full motion. Just take it up, take it down, and release. I don't wanna get it tired because we're gonna be picking up weights. So drive down. This is just to activate and let your body remember, oh yeah, this is how I support me. Good. And one more. Drive through the ground. See how that starts lifting your hip? Bring it up. Good. Down. Yes. Woo. And then we can switch sides. Very nice. Good. So now you've got your left hip out. Your right foot's on top of the left foot. Okay. Find your ground. Push it away. Good. And then release. Push it away. Remember, the one way you can tell that you're going too far is if your hip starts to do this. Wheat. Now you're a background dancer. There you go, good. No. Good. Can we do one more? Pressing it down. Hold it now. Hold it steady. So keep pushing through the ground. Bring your foot up. Good. And down. Good. Release. Push through the ground. That's it. Up. Good. Down. So your balance is so good, Deshelle, that you can get away without fully pushing through the ground. I want to see a little more. She's like, I could do this all day. So, yep, I want to bring that hip into your center. Can you plug that in? There you go. There you go. Good. Good. Was that 3? I think that was 3. Yeah? Okay. All right. Wiggle that out. Okay. So let's pick up your hand weights. Something heavy, right, for hips and legs. Hillary, if you haven't been doing any weight, go a little lighter. You said you were minding your back. Oh, yay. Okay, good. Yay. All right. So, collarbones open. Remember, this is, Franny, this is where you would have the band under your hip to get that extra glute and hamstring going. So when we pick up, we want to create a framework for our weights. So some of us pick up and they drag us down, which is the opposite of Pilates intention. So you want to lift your spine, push the ground away, and then shrug your shoulders up, let them only come down halfway, right? That's it. So you have a nice strong frame for those arms. Beautiful. Okay, so here we go back into a squat. We're going to do a kickstand. So take one foot behind you. 75% of your weight is on that front foot. And we're going to sit back. Good. Drive through the front foot to come up. So remember what you just practiced with that single leg sassy hip? Use it right here on that front leg. That's it. Good. Check your shoulders, right? Don't let them get dragged down by those weights. That's it. Good. Nice. Good. Can you give your glutes just a little extra wrap at the top? You're driving through your right foot. Make sure the left one's also helping a little. That's it. Good. And last 2. That's a good. Last one. All right. Very nice. Do you need a handbrake? Yes? Okay. Handbrake. Stretch them out. Good. If you're feeling your shoulders, give them a round forward, round back, and then let them be mobile. Good. Okay. Ready for other side? Alrighty. Use your legs to pick up your weights, especially if they're on the heavy side for you. Good. Kickstand with that foot slightly behind you. It's not a big lunge. 75% of your weight in the front leg. Square those shoulders. Good. All right. Take that hip back. Good. Drive it up. That's it. Good. Check your hands. Are your whole hand helping? Some of us don't let the third and fourth, sorry, the pinky and the fourth finger help. See if they can wrap around your weights nice and strong. We don't want that gorilla grip. Good. Good. So then once you get your hand set, can you bring your mind back to your hip? Push the ground away. Push it, push it, push it with your foot. Right? Feel that extra oomph at the top. Yes, good. Good. There you go. Good. Are these the last 2? All right, and last one. Nice. Okay, handbrake. Let your hands go. If you need to move your shoulders, move your shoulders. I know. How we feel? Okay. Can we do a little lateral hip? Yes. Get a little lateral. We love to do our laterals, Mona. Me too. So I'm going to pick up one heavy hand weight. This is your skater lunge. You have a couple of options here. You can come out, sit, reach it to the inside of your foot so you have a little bit of spinal rotation, and then just press all the way up, bring it back to the side, right? So that's option one. Option two, same thing, just stepping all the way home. Step out, find your skater, your booty is tucked in, and then all the way out. Either way, I want you to watch the shoulder. It tends to almost disconnect from your torso here. See if you can make sure that at least when you get up, you reset it so you're nice and square. Yeah? Okay. And then what else? What else do we need to talk about? Any thoughts? This hip. What's that? Sitting back. Awesome. Yes. Giselle gets a gold star because we're sitting like a squat. From the side, it looks like we're just squatting, right? It shouldn't look like warrior out here. It's all lined up in a straight line. That's it. Good. That's it. Take that little rotation, tuck the hip in. So the camera angle keeps making it look funny. Let's see if I get a better angle here. There. No? Yes. This is a straight line. I think the camera makes it look a little crooked, but I want you to be straight. Good. And when you find your 8 good ones, right, then you can simply switch to the other side. I want you to watch, Hillary, your back. Now that I know about your back. When you go over, I don't want you to bend from here. I want you to keep your chest up and let your butt come down. Yes. You're like, oh, shoot. So if you forget what your options are, they're the same 2 options. Down, up, squaring up here, staying in a straight line here. If I turn the sides more clear. Yeah. Or stepping back to home. That's it. Little rotation. Good. So Kay, see if you can get a little more rotation. You can get down. Now just rotate. Don't drop. Just rotate there. So you see that? Rotate your torso. So I'm not trying to swing it out here. This is that hinging kickstand moment, right? When we're trying to just rotate on our torso rather than throw it to the side. So don't throw it to the side. Keep yourself centered, almost like your weight wants to drop straight down to the inside of your leg. I'm trying to get you to go next level, lady. Okay, better. Now, put your butt down. Put your butt down. Yes! Yes! That was good. Yeah, that looked nice, Chinda. Good. Nice, Margie. Your weights always crack me up. Margie's so tiny and petite, and somehow her weights are like extra big. All right, so when you get through those, go ahead and put those down. Little hand stretch. Good. Okay. Optional light hand weights for the mat. So if you'd like to get some light hand weights for shoulders, arms, that's up to you. You're welcome to. Let's see what I feel like today. Then you're welcome to have more than one set. You are always welcome to trade out. We'll be rolling down to our mat 4 times. On the 4th one, hold it. Give yourself that shoulder shrug and then find the middle so you can feel where your neutral shoulder line is. Then do your push-ups from there, right? Your goal is 6 to 12 push-ups. Start with your most challenging and then just keep bumping it down as necessary, even if that means coming up to a stand at the wall or air push-ups, right? Whatever that is for you, you find your path. 4 roll downs, set, push up. Go. I'll meet you down there. You can do it, Hillary. She's looking like, oh, I don't know about that. Yes, you can. My hand friends, if your hands don't love that, remember walls are gentler, and you can also do scapular push-ups, pushing your fist against the floor. My hand friends, you really want to make sure you do add that little fist action, because that's what helps activate the tricep and connect it to your torso. Okay, here I come to. That is a nice straight line, Franny. Looks like you guys have you all already started your push-ups? Almost, huh? I'm gonna come flip around this way so I can see you. So just like when we were standing and doing our feet, what if instead of just popping your elbows inward, you used your hands or your fists to push the ground away? Push it. Feel what that changes in your power. Like you're pushing a heavy door shut. Yeah, nice, Deshelle. Wow, that is a beautiful push-up. I would tell everybody to look at you, but I can tell you're at the end of your set. But that was a beautiful gymnastic push-up. All right, so when you get through yours, we're just gonna wake our way all the way down to the mat. I'm gonna have my weights handy. So take your time, exhale your way easy peasy. If you want to give yourself a little support with your hand under your leg, because it might be your first big mat roll down of the day. Yeah, and then once you're down, knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. You're gonna exhale, just use your abdominals to draw into that flat back. And then inhale, release. So we're mobilizing the pelvis and release. And I want you to notice if when you flatten your back, some of you have low backs that need care. If you flatten your back and it feels a little strainy in your low back, notice if it feels better if you go to past neutral, letting your pubic bone go away from your face, down between your legs, almost creating a little arch through that low back. As women, especially if we had parents of a certain generation, a lot of us were told to tuck our tails all the time, which wasn't great for our low backs over time. All right, now find that neutral pelvis. Now I'll keep it still. Now you're just gonna exhale, draw those ribs down and pull the pelvic floor upward. Inhale, let it all release and expand. Exhale, ribs down, pelvic floor upward and inward. Expand and let go. Yeah, pelvis is not moving, just the muscles inside your pelvic bowl, plus the ribs. So now we're feeling what it feels like to wrap that up. Some of us will get an odd stretch along our lumbar because we're reorganizing how the psoas is reacting with the transverse abdominis. Some of us will feel our lats actually stretch a little bit. One more breath there. Ribs in, pelvic floor up. Good. All right. So then take those arms up to the sky. Collarbones open, top of your arm, closest to your head, drops to the mat. Inhale and exhale, just peel your spine up in a little bow. Feel it like a wheel. Big inhale and exhale down. Good. Inhale and exhale, just like a wheel. That's it, just easy. We're seeing, can we keep that connection, pelvic floor and ribs that we just built? That's it, good. 2 more times. I don't want you to just push your way up into your bow. I want you to hold that center, right? Lengthen and lift. Good. All right, was that 2? I think that was 2. Okay, so then we're gonna pick up our hand weights. Again, optional hand weights. Arms to the sky. As we come up into the bow, this time arms are gonna stay toward the sky. So inhale, exhale, ribs, pelvic floor, and lift. Inhale, make sure you let it all go. Do not keep that pelvic floor clenched. Exhale, ribs, pelvic floor, and up. That's it, good. Inhale, come on down. Very nice, good, 2 more. Good, and last one, arms staying high. Nice. Keeping your head down, we're gonna exhale, bring your right leg into tabletop, and then your left leg into tabletop. Notice what happened. My low ribs left the mat. Some of you are gonna feel like that's your low back. That is your low ribs. Can you get those down? Good. All right, now take your right foot, push the heel straight out, straightening that leg. Bring it back in. Left leg, pushing out through the heel. I want you to really find your length. Shh. Good. And push. Good. Abs in. Shh. Good. All right. Now we're going to take the opposite arm, make it small. It's going to keep it straight as it goes toward your ear. Right leg out, left arm toward your head. Bring it back in. And exhale. Shh. Inhale, bring it back in. Good. Exhale. Good. Okay, keep going. I want you to do 2 more each side. Remember, ribs plus low belly, right? Ribs plus that deep pelvic core. No rib pops. That's it, good. Nice job. Okay, so then let's take your right leg out. Left arm is going to open to the side. We should feel oblique load. Pull it back to center. Now I want you to repeat that same pair. So right leg out, straight out. Left leg, arm though, to the side. Good. You can temper that by no weights or smaller range of motion in the arm, right? You decide how you feel. That's it. Good. Give me 2 more on that side. Keeping your ribs to the mat, your hips level. Good. All right, other side. So now I've got left leg straight, right arm to the side. Good. Big, strong exhale. Keep those ribs in place. Good. And last one. Good. Pull those knees into your chest for a moment. Should feel good. All right. And then feet come down, arms to the sky. We're going to wake up our triceps just a little bit more. This is French tricep. So I don't know why it's called French tricep, but you're going to keep your elbows pointed toward the ceiling. Your weights are very carefully on either side of your head, and you're just going to push straight up. Now, if you don't have your weights with you today, you can take your fingertips, put them together, right? You're putting your fingertips together like the little kid game. And then squeeze as you push your thumbs just on the opposite side of your head and push back up. So you're going to squeeze down and squeeze up to create a little tension in your hands and your arms. Good. Mindful for me of your elbow points. So they shouldn't be coming back with your weights and then forward with your weights, right? Keep them in the same place and space. That's it. Good. Nice. So Chinda did a perfect example of dropping her abs in as those arms went up. That was great. Check your ribs. Okay, check your ribs because we're going to try to get your shoulders looser there. Who else? Chinda had a shoulder thing, but you look like you're managing it perfectly right now. That looks great too, Franny. Nice to shell over there. I see you. Good. Can you straighten your arms all the way, Hillary? All the way. There you go. Good. Yes. Ta-da! Good. That's all I get is from your elbow to your wrist. You got to make it good. And then Margie, yes. Good. All right. Are we feeling the triceps yet? Yes. Okay, good. One of you, that was Deshelle. She can stop. Everybody else keep going. Freddie says yes. Okay, good. All right. So if you are, then you can put those weights down. Maybe that's the side that needs to do more of it. Yeah, that's a great question. What's that? Yeah. On the back side? So that's weird. On the outside. So I would need a slightly different camera angle to see why Kay. You guys were going to do a roll up. So Kay was saying that her shoulder was pinchy on that. So one thing about Kay's particular pattern is she tends to shorten her right, which causes her right rib to lift up. So I'm guessing, based on what I see in Chinda, this happens on your right also. And that sort of puts a little pressure through the supraspinatus and down behind the infraspinatus. So that could be it. She might need to just level and get the ribs out and separate that space. So if you were feeling any of that weirdness, that might be you also. Just taking an educated guess. And I hope that made sense, Chinda and Kay, because that happens in both of your bodies. All right, so we're rolling up and we're just gonna roll right back down. Just as fluid as we can be because we just spent a whole lot of time stabilizing, so we're gonna mobilize. If you want to use your weights, you can. Remember, if you put them in front of you, they will help you. Then when they're here, you can set them down and then reach forward. If you want them for work, you can bring them here. Remember, if you're taking them up here, I don't want you scrunching in your body. You need to be pushing your sits bones down. Now your sits bones are the ones creating that ground reactive force, right? That's it. Good. And then one more. If you're up, stay up so that you can move your weights away from your head. We're going to roll like a ball so our spine gets some good vibrations, and our abs and everything else gets to work. So if you pull yourself in tight, that's it. Tuck those feet in. You can hold on shins. You can hold on heels. I always like to start with my shins and then go to my heels, just warming myself up in that position. Forehead toward your knees. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you come up. Pulling strong with those arms. That's it. Good. Yeah. Keep those arms strong and exhale. Breathe. So tuck your forehead towards your, there you go. That's it. If you push your neck forward, it's actually going to strain your back. That's it. Good. Good. All right, let's grab those feet. Yeah, me too, Margie. Good. Yeah, come on. You can do it. Pull them in right to your butt. So when you're going for the ankle position, you're thinking of trying to pull them closer toward your sits bones as you come up. And your head is trying to pull right between your legs. I'm grabbing my heels. I've not got whole heels, but if you can grab if your ankles is better for you, you can grab ankles. Awesome. I love it. Oh, look. Yeah, one person had that ankle, but you get all the way back there if you can. All right. So we're coming back down for the leg circle, the one leg circle. So we get to lay all the way down, extend your right leg up, your left leg out. Here, if you'd like to grab a TheraBand or your stretch strap or your Pilates stick strap, you're welcome to put that on here. And you're just going to exhale as the leg crosses. Inhale as you bring it around and up. And you'll do about 5 and then reverse. There you go, good. Oh, that's tight today. Yeah. And remember, you can switch legs after you get your 5 each direction. Hi, what's out? Did you get too hot out there? Did you get too hot? All right. So some of you are already through your circles, it looks like. Those of you who are done, we're going to do a little crisscross. So optional hand weights. If you want to find your weight, we'll use it. Otherwise, you don't have to. If you're using one weight, you're going to hold it end to end. If you're using 2 weights, we're putting them all the way together. Clink, clink. Right? So you've got 2 together. My arm. So it's crisscross. So we're going to go from one side, lower lift, to the other side, lower lift. Yeah? So, yeah, that's it. Good. So if you have just one weight, if your hand is strong enough, you're going to come to one side, put it in the bottom hand, push it back up, and then switch, right? So I'm going to show you that again. Yep, that's it. You got it. Good. Good. Yeah. Nice. Can you stretch those arms out? Stretch them out. So instead of holding them tight here, push them forward. Push them forward. That's it. Good. I see that. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. That's it. Use your center, right? When you push that weight back up, exhale, just like you did before. Pelvic floor and ribs. Good. And this is your last one. I keep doing it the same way so I can see you. Good. All right. And then that weight goes down. Okay. Shove it to the side. Scissor legs. One leg up, one leg out. And we're doing hips down scissors. So inhale and exhale. Switch. most of us have a little extra quad that can be engaged right here. So I look pretty straight, but here's me straighter. I'm not locked, I'm actually pulling the quad up. That's it. And definitely not hyperextended. So check yourself to go slow enough that you could go, okay, pull, quad, pull. That's it, good. And then today we're gonna have a little fun with windmills. So you have a couple of options here. You can do it with your hands. So it'll start with 2 scissors. We scissor, scissor, circle around. Scissor, scissor, the legs circle around, right? So you can keep using your hands through those 2 scissors. They circle each way. Hands on the hips will give you a little support, or the thighs, yeah. Or you can do completely hands-free or some hybrid of all the way around. That's it. All the way around. Good. You have to get your ribs up though. If you're resting back on your shoulder blades, that's a no. Get those shoulder blades off the mat. That might mean you have to hold your legs. You guys, there's no shame in using an assist if it gets you to where you want to be eventually, right? So get those hands on your legs, get your shoulder blades off your mat. Yes, yes, let your body feel it. That's it, let your body feel it. Now lift up, Kay, lift your torso up. Grab that leg, lift your torso higher. Higher, higher, higher. There you go, hold it. Woo, yes, yes, okay. Everybody can rest probably. I just get excited. Look at you guys go, you're all on fire. Fantastic. Yep, lift, Kay, lift, lift. That's your last one. Lift up high, 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 higher. That's it. I want that bend right there below the shoulder blade. Beautiful. Okay, sorry, I got so excited. So we're gonna come up and we're gonna flip over into leg pull. So you're welcome to be on your knees. Right, leg pull just means pulling a leg away. We're in a plank. So my hand friends, you can be on forearms, you can be up on a bench, you can even be at the wall. Lots of options. When you set yourself up, give yourself that shrug back, that push forward, and then land in the middle. You'll step those feet back and then pull your sternum forward away from your heels. Your heels are reaching backwards. Yeah, you should feel your middle lift up. Then you can lift your leg, take it out to the corner while you push your hips slightly downward, the leg slightly upward. Bring it back to center and down. And then the other side, lift, push your hips slightly downward while the leg comes upward, and then down to center. So that little tiny press downward should keep us honest in our form. Yeah? Does that make sense? Yes. Yes, Deshelle, I saw you set it up. That was great. You too, Margie, just a little down push in that hip. Push it down, push it down, push it down. Now lift your leg back up and keep your hip down. Speaking Puerto Rican, keep your hip down. I don't know where that came from. Oh my God. I'm worried that if I get Alzheimer's or dementia, like all the weird acting accents that I've ever had to do in my life will start coming out. Maybe we're like, who are you? All right, but so does that help? Can you feel how that helps you activate the glute just a little more? Less reliance on the hip flexor, even though it's in a long eccentric position there holding you, less of it as the lone stabilizer. Okay, good. So if you feel like you've gotten through yours, then you can lay yourself gently down on your belly and we'll have a little swan. Okay, so hands right in front of your armpits. Legs are active, so kneecaps are lifted up your legs and slightly off the floor. And then you're going to float your sternum up just a little, no hands yet, just let your sternum lift. Check what your shoulders are doing. Are they falling forward? Can they be a little more open? Good, that's it. And then back down. And we'll do it again. Check the shoulders. Good. And then down. Okay. One more. This one we're going to hold. We're going to lift the hands, straighten the back of the wrist, and then keep lifting the back of your wrist up, trying to get it higher than your elbows. You should feel those shoulder blades flatten. Your glutes should hopefully turn on to support you. Good. And then lay it all back down. So inhale, start lifting your spine. Exhale, lift your straight wrist. Try to lift your wrist higher. And then lay it down. Good. Can you do 2 more? Just want to see what's happening. All right, straight flat wrists. Watch the fingers. They're going to try to cheat you. Put the fingers down. Put the fingers down. Lift the wrist. Lift the wrist. Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Oh, good, you guys. So much better than last week. Fantastic. One more. That's it. Yeah, keep it down. You're keeping the lid on the pot. Good. Nice job. Okay. Optional hand weight. For most of us, I would say pick your lighter one if you grabbed more than 1 pair of light weights. We're going to do double leg kick. Again, the weight is up. No, not yet. We're going to do it after double leg kick. Today. I know. Are you waiting? Like, where's my swan? we'll get it. We'll get it. We're doing a different, we're turning on the glutes more today. So hopefully we'll get more rise more easily when we get to the swan. So elbows pointing up to the sky. We're going to bring your hands up your back as far as you can. Legs are off the mat. Good. And then we're going to contract in and extend. Contract in, extend. Feel the hamstring turn on. Good. Last one. Legs extend all the way out. Hands slide down your back. Elbows point toward each other. Optional lifting your arms up, whether you have a weight or not. Good. Keep your legs up. Good. Bring your weight down if you have a weight. Then slide it back up your back. Everybody, hands up your back, elbows, and we contract 4 times. 3. Thighs up. 1. Good. Extend the legs. Hands reach back. Optional lift. Legs a little higher. Good. Lower the lift. Bring it back up your back and contract again. Just 2. 1. Extend. Thighs up. Good. Elbows back. Weight down. Bring the hands back up. Contract. 2. 1. Extend. Good. Lift. Good. And 1 more time. Bring the weight back up. Contract. Contract. And reach. And lift. Good. And then gently lay that down. Take your weight carefully off your back if you have a weight. Hands come to your armpits. Good. We're going to sit back in a child's pose. So all the way up, all the way back. And then we're going to do a body wave, which is very much like the transition on the reformer, going from a sit back knee stretch into down stretch and up stretch. So take your hands, make sure they're grabbing the ground. Pull your abs back like you're trying to pull the ground towards you. Lift up into your big cat. Shift your weight forward and then drop your hips down. Can you get to your pubic bone? We might have to bend the elbows a little bit to find that pubic bone. There it is. Now lift your upper back up a little more. That's it. Good. Scoop your abs and lift up into your big cat. Good. Sit back, pulling yourself away from your hands. Make your hands hold the ground. So your abs are on the whole way. Inhale, exhale, pull those abs back. Lifting up into your cat. Shifting your hips forward. Unfurling your spine. See if you're a little closer to your pubic bone. And again, we can bend the elbows till we find it and then lift through your upper back. Keep that pubic bone down. If I can see air under you, the pubic bone's not down yet. There you go, good. And then abs up. And round back. Let's do 1 more time. So hands grab the ground. Pull back away like you're a big sail filling with air. Coming up into the cat. Rounding forward. Good. That's it. Dropping the hips down. Look for your pubic bone. We can bend the elbows till we feel it. And then see if you can stretch your spine away from it. Yeah, give that nice stretch to your belly. Good, very nice. And then we'll come back just to rest one time. There's really no true rest in Pilates, but we'll take it. We're such Pilates renegades. All right. And then we're gonna come to our side. Everyone doing okay? All right, so side, what am I trying to say? Clams, side clams. So we have floating clams so that we have this push down through this thigh and a push up through this thigh, right? Yeah, so my heels are off the mat, so not down here, but up here in space. There you go, good. Now look at me being lazy. See this all dropping and that shoulder's up against my neck? I want you to push it away. That's it. Those of you who are laying flat, just remember to also push that thigh down into the floor. Good. Good, all right. Last two. Last one. Hold that up. Kick it. Flex the foot, bring it back in. Inside out clam. Take the knee down behind the heel. Find your floating clam again. Open it, kick it, flex, in, inside out clam. Pull it down behind. So that heel is trying to come up to the sky. Good, and then back up. Open, kick, flex, back in. Good, inside out clam. Get that stretch through the back of your hip. Good, and one more time. Kick, flex, good, and inside out clam. Good, stack your knees up. We're gonna do a nice little lift. So right here, hips up, reach over your head, pushing your hip forward. Can you push that bottom hip forward? There you go, good. And then gently down. So it's a very baby little mini side bend. Lift it back up, push your hand down too. That's it, good. And down, nice, and one more time. Up, good. This time we're gonna reach and rotate toward the ground, but keep your bottom hip forward. You're gonna make your torso do the rotation, not your hip. Good, and then back to the sky. Good, that's it. Rotate again toward the ground. Keep that bottom hip up and forward. Find the stretch and motion through your torso. And up. Good, last time. You got it, find it. Support it from that hip. Keep that hip going. Good, all right. Let's spin around, get that other side. Oh my gosh, you guys. I might have to break down and turn the air conditioner on up here. Whew. I don't know if some of you know, I'm on the 4th floor and all the heat comes up here. It's like just a hot. And it's, I don't think, what's that? You're cold? I don't like to be hot when I work out. And it's the, I don't like that sticky hot. All right, so we've got our clams going. We're nicely stacked and we're trying not to be lazy, right? We're trying to keep that push away. Good. We have 2 more. And then we're gonna hold the next one up and kick it up. Flex, bring it back in and inside out clam. So the knee is behind the bottom leg. And then we open, big flex, bring it in and down. Good, that's it. Now I just caught myself sinking. Check yourself. Yeah, I know, right? That shoulder just gets up there. Keep that lift, keep that press. Good. Can we do one more? Ooh. Anyone noticing that this side already feels tired? Yes, right? Because the secret is that the side work in Pilates is using the bottom leg at the same time the top leg is working, right? We always talk about you need both sides to talk to each other. It's happening. Okay, so legs are stacked. We're gonna lift up into our side plank. Reach up and over. Good, and then just gently bring it down. Good, and we'll do one more to warm that up. Reach over, push that bottom hip forward. Get the feeling of it. Okay, because then we're gonna add our rotation, yeah? So up, bottom hip comes forward. Yes, Margie, good. And then rotate, keeping your bottom hip up and forward. See if you can stretch across those shoulders. Good. Back to the side. Good. If you want to set it down, you can. Otherwise, just keep rotating, watching that bottom hip, keeping it up and forward. Let the torso move. Good. That's it. Let's do 2 more. Good. Give me a little more of that bottom hip to show. Push that right hip forward. Yep. Yes, yeah, that's your right. Good. All right, very nice. Go ahead and let yourself come all the way up. We're going to twist around to the other side. Let your head follow your twist, so you're getting the stretch all the way down your spiral. Nice. And then we'll just flip the hips other way. I'm going to spin those so that I can see you. And you're going to go toward the back leg. Yeah? And again, let your head look all the way past that shoulder. There's a fun little drill you can do with yourself. With your throat in place, notice, some of you might be so in tune that you will notice the difference between your eyes looking down and your eyes looking up, or at least to the horizon line. It's kind of interesting. So if you tend to get tightness on one side of your neck kind of low when your eyes look down, you might be relying on your eyes as you move that side of you down on the ground, and they're not coming up looking out as you move around through your day. So just fun to notice. I know, little weird things. All right, find a place that's comfortable. Could be standing, could be sitting, wherever feels good to you. Just want you to inhale, lift up, exhale, take those hands back, push them back, push them back, push them back behind you. Good. Sweep it up. You've got so much goodness, you're soaking it up, and then you're sprinkling it all around you. Good, and one more time. Shoom, like glitter. Good, and then out. But glitter that doesn't stick to you. And it's easy to clean up. It's magic glitter. Thank you, everybody. Hope you feel good. Yes, Hillary, you made it through after your big, long drive. What time did you get home yesterday? So Hillary drove straight from San Francisco yesterday. I know, so gold star for showing up today.